Okay. First one. Welcome to the pod. We don't have a name. Or the name is TBD. Welcome to the TBD podcast.
Welcome to the TBD podcast. My name is Tom Soifer.
And I'm Mike Amato.
And this is kind of a little intro episode that we have for you.
Yeah, just give you a little tidbit on who we are and how do we know each other.
Yeah, we do know each other.
A little bit. Maybe too much, but maybe not enough.
We'll get into it.
That's going to be TBD.
Yeah, we'll get it. Yeah, there's a lot of TBD right now.
But first thing, I guess we want to talk first impressions.
First impressions.
You know, do they matter? Do you care about first impressions?
I do think first impressions matter.
I do too. I agree.
Depending how quick the first impression, sometimes you got to give them a second chance. Like, it kind of depends, you know, what they do. What was so bad? What was so good? You know, depends.
Yeah. But snap judgments are also within that category, you know?
Yeah.
When you have a first impression, do you hold that snap judgment?
Sometimes.
Because I definitely do.
I do sometimes.
And I'm not sorry about that.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, I guess. Sometimes when I meet people and I might have an impression, then I kind of like forget about it. And then like don't hold the grudge. Next time I see them, I might forget about their first bad impression. And then we're back. And they got a second first impression.
That seems like an oxymoron, but I understand what you're saying.
That's just where we're at that point.
Okay. Do we have first impressions of each other?
I will definitely say that I don't remember the exact first time that I met you.
I don't either.
But I would say like first impressions-ish. And keep in mind, this is,
how many years ago?
The second grade, was it? First? Third, for you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I first remember you in elementary school beyond kindergarten.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe first grade or second grade.
First or second grade. Yeah, I just remember you being, you know, cooler kid, a little bit more on the taller side, had the tall kind of like fro vibe.
Very fro.
And yeah, just kind of funny, you know, a little bit of a goofball, but I felt like that's every kid. Every kid's a little bit of a goofball.
No, I'm going to disagree with that.
You weren't a goofball?
No, I don't think every kid's a goofball. I'm sure fine.
Every kid's got a little bit of goofball in them.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's like, you know, just because they're kids or if that's just like how they are.
Okay.
But first impression, you were a big kid back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, real T, you were a big kid.
Yeah, I was a big guy.
And, you know, first impression that I remember of you, you were kind of all over the place a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of had, you know, a lot going on.
Yeah.
You didn't necessarily have like a big mouth, but you'll let people know what was happening.
Sure. If something's going on, I'm going to let them know.
And I'm going to share a story where I'm going to come off as the bad guy here, but it's true.
Here we go.
So I don't know if you remember Barrington Bassa soccer experience.
Sure. I remember some of that. Yeah.
Do you remember like when you would do pictures and your mom could order like the cards like you were a pro athlete?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So you had one.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember having one, but you did.
Sure, maybe.
And this had to be second or third grade. I don't remember whose classroom it was.
Okay.
But you remember how like we jumped classrooms and like you would sit in other people's desks sometimes?
Sure.
Like when you
were sitting in my desk.
I believe so.
Oh God.
And
There's nothing going on in there but crinkled papers, I think.
It was messy.
Yeah.
It was a little messy.
Crinkled papers. Good collection of pencils.
But I remember I found your like player card.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
And on there it had like height and weight and all that jazz.
Thickum.
Yeah.
Big boy.
And I was a bully.
Yeah. Making up jokes.
And definitely.
Passing stuff along.
And I remember taking that card and showing people like, look how big Tommy Soifer is. And I was an asshole.
Yeah.
I was an asshole.
Okay.
So a goofball is an asshole.
Sure.
And that is one of my first impressions that I have of you, was finding that card and thinking, wow, this kid's a big kid. And I
Yeah.
need to let people know that I think he's a big kid. And I guess I owe you an apology for that.
Dude, no, you don't. It's okay. It's all right.
But that is a true first
Yeah,
impression
I
that I
mean,
have.
we all bullied each other. I won't say that like I don't know how early this particular story is, but kind of similarly to yours, but not me being a bully in any way. So not that similar, but that's okay.
No, I'll be the bully
No,
here.
no, no. Yeah, you
That's
could be
fine.
you could be the bully tough guy. I happened to be talking to Mike's neighbor after I don't know. This might be I might have met Mike maybe a year ago, but how well do you really know somebody when you're in first grade, second grade, really? So I remember Sarah then turning to me, and she goes, "Don't tell this to Mike. You can't ever tell him this." She goes, "He eats so much. It is
I remember this.
unbelievable."
I remember this.
And she's like, "You cannot tell him that I said that." And I was just like, I won't. And I've held on to
Yeah.
it for a long, long time.
Wow. One fatty to another, I guess.
And you weren't the only one putting stuff away in those days.
No,
So just putting
I
that
I
out there.
wrecked a box of
Yeah.
Kraft mac and cheese. I really did. A
That's so
core
funny.
memory is like the day I ate a full box one day.
Really?
I did,
Yeah.
and my mom was impressed.
It's you got to do these impressive things.
You know, and that's fine. If that's the only thing that impresses my mom is eating a full box of Kraft mac and cheese,
Yeah.
I can live with that.
Well,
That's an achievement.
you can still do that, so you can still impress your mom to
I
this day,
can,
which is what's impressive about it.
but now I'm a little bougie. I go for the Annie's mac and cheese.
Can you eat the whole box still?
Absolutely.
Yeah, then I mean, you're still gonna impress your mom. She doesn't care if it's the bougie or the
That's
less
true.
bougie. I
That's
think.
fair. That's fair.
Um, so, so yeah, those were kind of like the earlier things, and then I feel like we knew each other, kind of as friends a little bit on and off, you know, through elementary school.
Yeah, we're acquaintances, I would say.
Yeah, we hung out like we were in the same neighborhood together.
Yeah, like I could physically see your house growing up from my
Yeah.
house.
And then as we got older, we started playing some volleyball together.
I think that was really the beginning of it, was through volleyball. So that was like middle school, I guess, is like really when it started to happen.
Yeah, middle school we started playing volleyball. We started kind of hanging out a little bit more. High school we played a lot of volleyball. We were on the same travel team, so
Mm-hmm.
we just kind of were sport balling together.
Yeah.
Doing that for a
A
while.
lot of car rides to practice
A
together.
lot of car rides, a lot of singing along to the pop songs back in those days.
Already Gone, I think, is like another one that I remember a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a little
Um,
Alicia Keys.
Or is it Kelly Clarkson?
Well, I was saying as a different song. Kelly Clarkson might have that song already gone. We were singing a lot of No One by Alicia Keys for
Yes.
sure. And
Yes.
Fergalicious, might I add. And Glamorous.
Yeah,
Because
Fergie.
Fergie can
We're
lay
big
it
Fergie
down.
fans.
Yeah, she's
I
good.
still am a Fergie fan.
Yeah,
I stand Fergie.
She's still got it. She's still got it.
Her what is it? National Anthem National Anthem. Have you seen that video?
Can't say that I've seen that
It's
video
fantastic.
or if I even know that song these days, but if it's
The
poppy
national anthem
like the actual
of the
national
United
oh,
States of America.
Shoot. I was unaware of that.
She was doing it at like some
I was like
no,
the anthem. Like some people
no,
have
not like a
songs
song.
that.
No, it's well, it's a song, but
Yeah.
it was at like some like pro basketball thing.
Okay.
And oh my god, it's so bad.
Yeah,
But it's amazing.
you know what?
But it's
Maybe I
also
did
amazing.
see that. Did her voice crack?
No, it's a lot of like she kind
She
of
was
like
high and low.
she tried to do like the Christina Aguilera of it
Didn't
all,
hit it, huh?
and it really kind of flopped, but in
Yeah.
a fantastic way.
Okay.
One that is iconic and is kind of burned in my brain forever.
She'll go down in infamy.
No, she's gonna go down for me because she's great.
Yeah.
We stand Fergie. Bring back the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah. Yeah. They did good work. I like them. So yeah, and then we were, like I said, playing a lot of volleyball, hanging out here and there. college. Mike went to one college, I went to another, and
Shout out the University of Iowa.
shout out the University of Iowa. Always shout them out every time they come up.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks! Free ad for the Hawks.
Mm-hmm. Not spons.
Um, and then we both kind of got jobs eventually in Illinois, here in the Chicagoland area,
Yeah.
and now we got a little bit
Yeah.
of time, so
Nothing but.
we're over here, we're talking to you guys or whoever, or just each other.
It's
Odds are
probably just going to
nobody's
be our
ever
friends
going
and
to see
family.
this in their lives.
Shout out to our friends and family who are going to be our only listeners to this.
Shout out to you guys.
We appreciate you. We stand
Yeah,
you.
good
You're the
luck.
reason we do this.
Yeah, it's not for anybody else.
No, it's really, and us, honestly, it's a little bit of a selfish passion project.
Yeah, gotta get out there.
But that was, yeah, I think that's pretty much like the core of our friendship
Yeah.
was that kind of volleyball time experience.
Yeah.
And then, you know, casual like trips here and there. Like I remember
Yeah.
going to Tahoe,
Yeah.
you know, and then, you know, some family trips. Like you came boating with us once. I went to Michigan City with your
Oh, yeah.
family.
We did the Dells,
We did the Dells.
Wisconsin Dells.
I remember
Always
being
good time.
trapped in the pull-out couch for a hot second.
Frick, I almost forgot about that.
That was a good time.
Nice.
But yeah, and then I guess like we just remained in contact ever since.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give you more credit. You definitely reach out more than I do.
Well,
Because again, I'm the bully here.
yeah.
But I guess I always responded eventually.
Yeah.
And just
as
kind
you
of
know,
kept
you
that going.
as you know, you always owe something to your bullies. So
Yeah.
keep reaching out to your bullies, you guys.
So you're welcome.
Yeah.
You know, it's because of me that this is happening.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's going down.
As we're in your apartment with your microphones, but you know, I'll take all the credit.
Yeah. Somebody's got to take the credit. I'm just here for the ride. So,
And this is the ride. This is the beginning of it all.
this is the ride, and I think it's safe to just go ahead and name the podcast right now. Sofa Tomatoes. Should we just go for it?
Sofa Tomatoes.
Should we just
commit?
put it down last second?
Pen to
here?
paper. Sofa Tomatoes.
We've
Welcome.
talked it over. So I don't know. What do you think?
I'm fine with Sofa Tomatoes.
You want to welcome it? You seem
I
you
like
wanted to
it.
welcome it.
Welcome to Sofa Tomatoes.
And goodbye. Because this
Yeah.
is just our intro. So this is over.
Yeah, this is the very beginning. We're just kind of letting you get the skinny of who we are.
Yeah.
And what we're about. And what we're about is really sofas and tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't like tomatoes.
But I do. But
the
and
name
we
fits.
and we can both get behind a
Yeah.
sofa.
I'm in. I'm down on sofa.
Yeah. We got to get you one eventually, though.
Yeah, I will one day afford a sofa, hopefully.
Yeah, we can do that. We can manage that.
We'll see. You got to have the space for it, too.
You know, maybe
it comes...
if our friends and family, you know, come through and we get, you know, a sponsor ever, which is unlikely.
Yeah.
But if it was to ever happen, maybe we can get like restoration hardware. Go bougie. Go real bougie. Get you a cloud couch.
I'd take Temu.
Temu.
If a lot of people hate Temu. I don't really know anything about them. But
have you ordered from Temu before?
Never in my life.
Me neither.
Never in my life.
I'm kind of scared of it. I feel like it's kind of like what was the other app that you can order from? Where it was like
Wayfair?
No.
What's the other one?
It was like I don't know. It hit me at 3 a.m. But there was another app out there where you could order, you know, like really cheap things from China.
Yeah.
And it's gone now, or I guess Temu took it over.
Yeah. Yeah, Temu.
And there's always Jeff.
Yeah, Temu. If you want to sponsor us, Jeff Bezos. If you want to sponsor us, we'll take your money and keep talking.
Jeff, you have enough, and we would appreciate some of that.
Yeah, and us talking about you would only get you more money.
True.
So
Shout out to Jeff. I am a Prime member.
About that,
I am a Prime member.
I'm not, but I splurge off of the Prime family account, so it counts.
Work.
And
Prime hasn't really hit you with that like Netflix kind of situation.
No, Netflix is the only one that's doing that these days, and
yeah. So Amazon, you're still good in my books, even though you know.
Yeah, but we'll allow it for now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the jiffy here. That's kind of the deal about us. And we're just gonna kind of talk about whatever we want.
Yeah. I don't feel like there's going to be a rhyme or a reason, but there's always going to be a talk.
Yeah. So that's our intro,
And welcome to
and
Sofa Tomatoes.
welcome to Sofa Tomatoes. I'm Tom Sofa. That's Mike
And I'm Mike
Tomato.
Tomato.
Yep, saw that coming. Thanks, guys.